Welcome to the seventh episode of the Lag Show. I'm joined once again with your boy Cody.
Hello, guys. Back again. We'll see how long I last until I'm fired for a third time, I believe.
Hey, third time's a charm.
Oh, maybe I'll actually be gone this time.
Yeah.
Be
um,
gone. God. Anyways,
uh, anyways, you can start with whatever you're talking about tonight.
all right. Well, I guess I'll start us off with some stuff about the Game Awards since those were last night. So I figured it's pretty relevant. Maybe you guys missed it. I was just go watching it, but we'll I guess cover it like a few of the award winners because there's like 30 awards given out, I believe, that I counted, and we're gonna go over just a few of those. So first up at the Game Awards is going to be Best Independent Game, and so out of those, the nominees were Celeste. Sorry, also sorry for mispronouncing some of these, but I don't know all these games personally. So anyway, so we have Celeste, Dead Cells, Into the Breach, Return of the Obra Dinn, and The Messenger. And out of that, the best independent game was Celeste. So, have you heard of any of these, Tristan?
Nope, none of them at all.
Awesome. We're off to a great start. I actually also haven't. Well, okay. The only one that I'd heard of out of these was Dead Cells, and that's purely because of like the IGN controversy about them, about how a YouTuber made a review of Dead Cells, and then some guy at IGN basically just like copied literally everything that he said in the review and just posted it like on the IGN official like account. So he basically like contacted IGN and was like, "Yo, why'd you copy my review completely?" And like, basically IGN then took it down and fired the dude because he just copied someone else's word. But yeah, that's the only reason I know about Dead Cells. So, all right, but yeah, that's it. So next up,
Also, real quick, I'm messing around in the Red Dead 2 story mode, so if you haven't played the game and you don't want any like small story spoilers, just a warning, spoiler warning, because I'm not very far into the campaign, so could be
Gotcha.
spoilers if you haven't played it yet.
Okay, so I guess maybe open a new tab if you're watching the stream. Just don't look at it. No spoilers. All right, so next up we have Games for Impact. So out of this we had nominees were 1111 Memories Retold, Celeste again, Florence, Life is Strange 2 Episode 1, and The Missing JJ Macfield and the Island of Memories. And out of that, Celeste actually won again. So 2-2 out of the ones we're covering anyways. Then we had Best Performance. This is like for an actor as like a lead in like basically the story mode or whatever you want to call it. Like, just like for example, Kevin Spacey in Advanced Warfare, that'd be like an example. So here we have Brian Deckard as Connor in Detroit Become Human, Christopher Judge as Kratos of God of War. Oh, I'm gonna get this name so mispronounced, dude. Melissa Anthony Mahat as Cassandra, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and then Roger Clark as Arthur Morgan, Red Dead Redemption 2, and then Yuri Lowenthal as Peter Parker, Marvel's Spider-Man. And out of this, Roger Clark as Arthur Morgan in Red Dead Redemption 2 won. So, your character, right? If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
right? This is the
let's
main
go.
character. Yeah, your boy right there. He won. Give him a trophy. Next we have Best Audio Design, presented by Dolby. Not sponsored, but please sponsor us. We have Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Forza Horizon 4, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, and Red Dead Redemption 2. Out of these, Red Dead also won. So that's pretty sweet. Then we have Best Score / Music, presented by Spotify. It's not sponsored. We have Celeste, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom, Octopath Traveler, and Red Dead Redemption 2, and Red Dead 1 again. This is fine. And Best Art Design, Best Art Direction. We have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Octopath Traveler, and Red Dead 2. And then we have Return of the Obra Dinn, and that was the winner, Return of the Obra Dinn. I've actually never heard of that game. So, cool. Best narrative. This is Detroit Become Human, God of War, Life is Strange 2 Episode 1, Marvel Spider-Man, and Red Dead Redemption 2, and Red Dead 2 won this one as well. That was their, I think that's their third one. Would you think the narrative so far, at least you've had in Red Dead 2, is worthy of that?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't, like I said, I haven't gotten much into it, but it's pretty good.
Because I haven't played the game at all. That's why I'm not really watching, because I want to, like, see, I'm holdout. I'm waiting for it to come to the PC someday, and I'll just buy it there. So that's why I'm just kind of like avoiding all Red Dead 2 content. Just like missing with that. Then we have Best Game Direction, which is nominees were A Way Out, Detroit Become Human, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, and Red Dead 2. And the winner of that was God of War for Best Game Direction. Then we have Best Ongoing Games. This is a game that wasn't released this year, but like basically it's just still going on and it's pretty good. So we have Destiny 2 Forsaken, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, Overwatch, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. And the winner was, of course, Fortnite.
So they must be turning No Man's Sky around then, huh?
Oh yeah. There's a big update. Like it was called the Next, I believe, update, and it added like a ton of stuff. Like, excuse me, they actually added like proper co-op to the game and stuff. Like was supposed to be in the game at launch, and so it's actually somewhat decent to play now. So yeah, that's why it's nominated, because they really amped it up with what they were doing there. And obviously, like Siege is pretty big, Overwatch is decently big. Destiny 2, I mean, I don't know. I would have nominated Destiny 2, but whatever.
Nominated for what?
Best ongoing game.
I don't be a hater. Well, the reason why it got that is because of the Forsaken DLC. Like apparently Forsaken is like really good, and I mean, I actually may have purchased it.
Oh, interesting. But
yeah.
Okay, well, I guess if that's the case, then whatever. Because I haven't played Forsaken, so I don't. Maybe that's why I'm not getting the nomination there. But whatever. Now for the granddaddy of them all, the Game of the Year. Best experience among all facets. So we have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Celeste, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, and Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, what game do you think should have won? Before I say who did win, and I already know you know who won, but
yeah, I know who won.
But
I am not sure. I haven't gotten much into Red Dead Redemption 2, so it's hard to say, oh, that one should be Game of the Year. But I mean, out of all of them, I think that's the only one I own, right?
Yes, that is the only one I believe you own.
Yeah, so it's really hard for me to say.
All right. So, fair enough. Anyway, so God of War did win, PlayStation exclusive, which is it's whatever. It's a good game. Honestly, to me, it was really only between Red Dead 2, Spider-Man, and God of War. To me, those were the three like big contenders that I thought it was between. But obviously, I haven't played actually any of them, so really, don't ask me, man. So, not exactly an expert. Maybe I'm gonna stop playing good games anymore.
Facts, because all you play is Overwatch.
Hey, miss me with the toxicity. I get enough of that in game in Overwatch. Yeah. Oh man. Anyways, so I guess, would you have anything, or would you like, or actually, do you want to mention a certain giveaway?
Yeah, actually, I think I'll mention it here, but I think I'm also going to gonna like put a plug at the beginning of the video, since that's the most watched portion of the video.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, so we're doing a giveaway for a free month of Xbox Game Pass. Sorry, PlayStation users, PC users, and basically anybody who's not an Xbox user. But all you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel for an entry, and then also for another entry, you can subscribe or follow the Twitch channel. So
only
if you
follow,
do
not sub.
both of those things, you'll get 2 entries. And then we'll do like a random number generator for a drawing on who's gonna win. Either at okay, so like we're gonna do it when we get 100 subs or like at the end of December. So if we hit 100 subs beforehand, or 100 subs or followers, if we hit 100 subs or followers beforehand, then we'll do it at the end of December. If we don't, then we'll do it whenever we hit 100 subs or followers. So
So basically, we're making sure there's at least 100 people that are like,
yeah,
gonna be
I
in
mean,
it. And then if there's and if not, if there's like a lot of people in it, then we want to give them like at least a few weeks to like enter in if they want to.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So
So
should be
be
alright.
sure subscribe for that. Yeah. Also,
Yep.
perfect time for merch plug.
I get just all the plugs today.
All the plugs. Lag.show/store. We've been over this plenty of times. I'm actually not wearing the merch today, but probably next week. Wore it
Wow.
last week. Go watch that video.
Go watch the video and check it out.
We have t-shirts, fucking long sleeve shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, hats, notebooks, laptop cases, phone cases, a lot of stuff.
All the stuff, man. All the stuff.
So be sure and go check that out.
Sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think next you have some interesting AMD rumors or leaks.
I
that,
do. I'm
go on.
as some of our more technical audience probably is already became aware of. A YouTube channel with a pretty decent track record on leaks. Recently had a source with the information on the next Ryzen processors.
So this may or may not be some hearsay. A YouTube channel had a source.
Yeah, it's a rumor at this point, but it seems pretty reputable. So
All right.
go ahead and cover it. So it looks like on the very low end, like one of the more impressive things is that on the very low end, $100 CPU, which is the Ryzen 3 3300, is gonna have 6 cores, 12 threads.
See, that's actually impressive. Like for $100, the lowest end CPU having like 12 threads. That's insane. Like
Yeah,
honestly,
That's pretty nuts.
unheard of. Like,
And
it's
with
unheard
a
of at that level.
like with a 3.2 base clock and a 4.0 boost clock.
Yeah. See, that's like, and those aren't bad numbers for like clocks too. Like that's
No,
actually like
That's pretty good.
solid. Like,
Yeah.
like, honestly, this whole like leaks are like big if true. Like this whole thing.
Yeah. And then so I mean there's an X version of that processor which just bumps up the hertz and the power consumption, the TDP. And then on the Ryzen 5 side of things, we got a 3600 with its X variant, of course. Those are basically the successors of the like 2000 series. So we're looking at 8 core, 16 thread, 3.6 gigahertz base clock, 4.4 boost at $178. That's for the non-X variant. The X variant has a higher boost clock of 4.8.
Wow, 4.8 is pretty. I mean, honestly, when you think about that, 4.8 gigahertz like stock, right? Like a boost clock
Yeah.
stock for like what was it, $180? Said right?
Yeah. Or that
That's-
one's 230 because that's the X
Or
variant.
230. Okay, 230. That's still pretty good. 8 core, 12 thread, 4.8.
Yeah.
Whew. That's,
And then-
that's stiff competition for Intel. That's
Yeah, so
really
like
stiff.
that's the 30 like supposedly that's like the 1600 well, not really 1600. I guess is there a 20 there is a 2600, right?
Maybe. You'd think that. I mean,
I'm pretty sure there is. So that's the
100.
2600 replacer, but that thing competes with the 2700 that I have in my PC right now. So
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I have the spec things right up. So the 2600X right now, 6 core, 3.6 gigahertz, 4.2 max, and it's 220 right now. It's basically for 20 more. It's on sale right now. Yeah, it's on sale from
Yeah.
400 down to 219. And so
So,
that means
like-
the new one is like $20 more. It's $10 more than this thing on sale, and you get like So much. You get 2 more cores, 4 more threads.
Yeah, it's
and,
literally
way
like
more boost clock.
it's literally like they took the tiers and moved them up. Like they like well, okay, they took each tier of the current generation and lowered the price and like made them the lower one tier lower end processor.
Yeah,
which
so basically
is
they said, oh, the
nuts.
Ryzen 7s, they're now basically Ryzen 5s. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, but they're still just as strong. So it's like,
Yeah.
sweet. Okay.
And then oh fuck. The Ryzen 7s now are
Just ran a tree. The screen lag. That's pretty good.
the Ryzen 7s are now 12 core 24 thread processors.
Because we really need that on the on the consumer
Yeah,
platform.
on your
by the way.
desktop.
We really need the 24 threads,
With
dude.
the 3700 being a 3.8 base clock and a 4.6 boost at $300.
Like, that's a damn good deal. Like,
Yeah.
honestly.
And
Like,
then, dude,
here's a legit question. Legit question. Why would I even buy a Threadripper at this point?
oh, well, I'll speculate why at the end.
Okay, because I was about to say, like, based on the current information, why would I even want to go to the desktop platform if they
Okay,
have,
well,
like,
based off of the current Threadripper, it's all about the lanes. Because the
Oh,
Threadripper
yeah,
supports
makes
more
sense,
lanes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 64 lanes, right?
Yeah.
It's like
So-
ridiculous amount, yeah.
So that's still the incentive for the Threadripper, if that's something you need.
Yeah, you need, like, the deep learning stuff, and obviously you need the lanes.
But yeah, the X variant of the like 3700, the boost clock is 5.0.
It's base. You just don't even need to overclock the thing. It's
Yeah.
5.0.
And then also they're adding another tier, the Ryzen 9 38.
Okay, hold
like-
on. Hold on. Okay, let's not copy Intel 2. Our i9's released. Oh, dude, Ryzen 9s, guys. I mean, I don't know. Seems a little cheeky by them, but whatever.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right. Anyway, but the new tier supposedly is going to have 16 cores, 32 threads.
That's pretty solid. I mean, that's literally like server level. Like, honestly, well, then again, the Ryzen 7s are like server level
Yeah.
Like, to a certain point. Like some servers could be like,
No.
you know,
The like craziest part about that is that the 3850X, which like the naming seems legit because I believe it's also like the 50th anniversary. So the 3850X or E, they might like it was speculated they might call it the 3850E for a 50th anniversary, like 50th edition or
Okay.
whatever.
oh, okay.
Has a boost clock of 5.1 gigahertz. At
1/5. Let's go.
yeah, and it's priced at $500.
That's for 1632, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, again, these numbers are pretty impressive when you
Yeah.
think about it.
That's out
Like,
there. Like
That's
that's
impressive.
that's really
It's just-
impressive. Like I really hope it's true because that
Oh, yeah.
like this is going to bring so much like competition to the CPU market. It's going to be nuts.
Oh yeah, it's actually gonna be pretty insane. Like, because like if all this stuff is true, again, like this all hinders on like if this is actually true. Because if it's not true, then who cares? But like if it is true, like Intel is probably shitting their pants. Dude.
Yeah. And I mean, we don't have to wait long to figure out if this rumor is true or not because I believe CES is next month
Mm.
and they are expected to announce all this stuff or most of this stuff, not all, but most of this stuff at CES.
Yeah, there's another thing. If even like half of it's confirmed at CES, we can probably assume the rest of it's true as well.
Yeah.
You know, we can say, okay, if they got all this right, then they're probably not like lying on the rest of it. So
Yeah. Now, you asked, why would I buy a Threadripper?
Mhm.
I'll tell you why.
Okay, I'm waiting very patiently.
And that's because, so I should mention that, like, this specific leak that I talked about earlier with the YouTube channel doesn't actually mention Threadripper. Okay? So that's one flag, I would say, as to maybe this isn't legit.
Okay.
Um, a previous leak which had a lot of similarities to this, minus some inconsistencies with like the namings and stuff like that. But they said that Threadripper, that leak suggested that Threadripper was gonna have 64 cores, 128 threads.
See, now I'm gonna have to get like a gig of RAM for every thread.
64 cores. Like that is server hardware.
Oh, that 100%. That is like 100% server. Like that's like data cluster, like huge computing, like level stuff.
But get this, the base clock, not boosted, 5.0 gigahertz.
The base is 5. And
The-
what's
the
boost
base.
clock? Or is there a boost clock?
It wasn't in the speculation.
Interesting. Now you see, to me, this is kind of where I have a problem with like the leak, because like 64 cores, 120 threads at 5 gigahertz base.
Yeah, but of course, like
Like
it's that's supposed to be the Hisense Threadripper, which is also going to sell for like $2,500. I think was the suggested
Okay.
price.
well, okay, I guess the price isn't really like the issue for me. Like it's the fact that like 5 gigahertz on that many cores is just gonna be so much heat. Like what's the TDP like listed, or is it listed?
I don't.
Like what are you gonna
I
do to
don't
cool that thing?
remember if it was listed or not.
You know, because that's a lot of heat being generated. You know, like a ton. So that's kind of where that's kind of where I start questioning it. Is just like how feasible that is to even keep cool without like some crazy custom solution. Then again, if you're spending $2,500 on a CPU, you probably do have a custom solution for you.
Yeah, but I mean, the current Threadrippers actually do really well, as far as like heat goes.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty. Oh, what was it? You could boost up to, or you could overclock. Oh, I don't want to be wrong on this, but I think I read an article about how with the stock air cooler, you could overclock to like 7 gigahertz or something. It was nuts
Well, I mean, okay. Well, does that mean like, well,
on all cores.
under what conditions though?
Don't
Like,
know,
with,
but
Because like, okay, I don't really, I guess, just because you can like take liquid nitrogen and pour it on a CPU doesn't mean like it's a
yeah, but that was
a good
stock
theoretical
cooler
thing.
though. That was stock cooler.
7 gigahertz stock cooler.
I'm not 100% on the
That's-
gigahertz, but that's like
That's a very ballsy claim. Like, I don't know if that's true, man. 7 gigahertz on a stock cooler, I don't know. That seems
have to- yeah.
crazy.
I'll have to look up and see if I can find that article again, but that could be incorrect, so don't take my word for it. But
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, because that's like, for example, like the FX series got like is still, I'm pretty sure, the highest like core clock ever achieved, which is like 8 point something gigahertz or something like that. But that's obviously like pouring liquid nitrogen on a thing. Like to me, that doesn't really count, I guess, in terms of like the max that average people can get, which is like liquid cooling. You know, it's like an average liquid cooler. You know,
yeah,
so that's kind of what I when I think of like the highest core clocks of like average people, not like going around doing crazy shit. So, anyways,
yeah. But
do you have anything else? Any other leaks to cover, or
I don't think so. I mean, I think there were some speculations on the graphics cards, like the next gen graphics cards, but I don't have like I'm not sure about that. So
I gotcha. That's fine. We are about 27 minutes in, so yeah.
yeah, no, I mean, do we want to call that? Do you have any more to talk about or what?
I mean, not really. Next week, the Overwatch Winter Wonderland event comes out, so that'll be kind of cool. They've already leaked a few skins on Twitter if you want to check that out. But obviously, if you're listening, you can't see them anyway, so I don't really want to go too in depth with it. I would say just go to their Twitter and see them for yourself. Cool stuff there. Otherwise, I'd say that's probably a good time to call it, I'd say.
All right, so just a reminder, we have that giveaway going on, so sub to the YouTube channel. It doesn't take anything. Twitch, whatever. Just
Yeah, just follow.
Just do it.
Just do it. Nike.
Yeah.
Just do it.
So, and be sure obviously to tune in every Friday night, 6:30 Central Time.
Yep. We'll be here.
We will be here. So
This is a holiday. They might upload later, but whatever.
yeah. But also, be looking out for some extra content dribbled throughout the next couple weeks.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see what we can do. Hopefully get some extra content.
Yeah,
in there.
I'm not gonna
See what we can
promise a set schedule for another video every week or whatever, but I am hoping to sprinkle some on ya in a little while. So keep your eyes out for
Yeah.
that.
do. Yep, sounds good.
All right, later.
See you guys.